Charles Leclerc's calm and composed demeanor has always defined his public image. Yet, his recent response to the leaked details of Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes contract documents revealed a rare glimpse of raw honesty. The news had shaken the paddock, with speculation running wild about how Hamilton's agreement might shift the balance of power within Formula One. When Leclerc finally addressed it, his words carried weight. He dismissed the rumors of tension between Ferrari and himself, while admitting that Hamilton's move was unlike anything the sport has seen in years. This simple but pointed remark reignited debates about loyalty, trust, and the behind-the-scenes dealings of Formula One. For Ferrari, Leclerc's statement provided much-needed clarity. It positioned him not as a driver distracted by politics, but as one fully focused on the future. However, it also hinted at the scale of change that Hamilton's deal could trigger. Leclerc had broken his silence, and in doing so he ensured that the conversation surrounding Hamilton's documents would not fade quietly. Chapter 2. The Shockwave Across the Grid. The revelation of Hamilton's contract details didn't remain confined to Mercedes or Ferrari. It rippled through every corner of the Formula One world. Drivers, team principals, and fans were left dissecting what it meant for the future of the sport. Leclerc's response only intensified the reaction. By publicly addressing the matter, he effectively legitimized its significance. Many wondered if his statement was a subtle warning, a reminder that Ferrari remains alert to every move its rivals make. For other drivers, Hamilton's deal set an unprecedented benchmark, redefining what was possible for elite contracts and personal leverage. Behind the scenes, teams reportedly began reassessing their long-term strategies. Could Hamilton's influence stretch beyond Mercedes and did disrupt the competitive balance of the grid? Leclerc's words hinted at that very possibility. What began as leaked documents had transformed into a catalyst for broader change. And while Hamilton's deal was the immediate focus, the underlying question remained: how would this reshape the dynamics between teams and their star drivers? Leclerc's decision to speak out was anything but impulsive. Known for his precision on and off the track, his comments were measured and deliberate. He acknowledged Hamilton's move while maintaining a clear boundary between acknowledgement and criticism. This calculated response served multiple purposes. First, it reassured Ferrari's supporters that he was not threatened by Hamilton's arrival. Second, it subtly shifted the narrative from gossip to strategy, positioning Leclerc as a composed leader within Ferrari's camp. His choice of words reflected an understanding that public perception is as crucial in Formula One as raw speed. By addressing the situation head-on, Leclerc avoided the trap of silence that could be misinterpreted as discomfort. Instead, he transformed the story into an opportunity to reinforce his image as Ferrari's unwavering cornerstone. In doing so, Leclerc not only diffused speculation, but also drew a line in the sand. Hamilton's deal may dominate headlines, but Leclerc remains unshaken. His statement was not just a reaction, it was a clear message of strength. Leclerc's words also carried significance within Ferrari itself. For a team steeped in history and pride, the arrival of a driver of Hamilton's stature at Mercedes presented both a challenge and an opportunity. Ferrari's management knew that maintaining harmony between their star driver and the broader competitive environment was crucial. Leclerc's response reassured Ferrari's leadership by publicly addressing the situation in a composed, professional manner. He demonstrated loyalty to the team and faith in their shared vision. His comments reminded Ferrari that they have a driver who is both fiercely competitive and strategically mature. Internally, this clarity allows Ferrari to remain focused on performance rather than media-driven distractions. Leclerc's leadership through words may prove as valuable as his skill behind the wheel. His ability to keep the team united amid external turbulence strengthens Ferrari's position heading into the next season. While Hamilton's deal commands headlines, Ferrari now has an equally compelling narrative. A young, determined driver who refuses to be unsettled, no matter how disruptive the sport's politics become. Hamilton's contract documents have done more than secure his future. They have reshaped the competitive landscape. The scale of the deal has reinforced Hamilton's position as one of Formula One's most influential figures, both on and off the track. For Mercedes, this agreement symbolizes unwavering faith in Hamilton's ability to lead them back to dominance. For rival teams like Ferrari, it signals that their greatest competitor is not retreating, but doubling down. Leclerc's reaction reflects this reality. His acknowledgement of Hamilton's influence was not concession. It was recognition of the challenge ahead. By doing so, Leclerc reframed Hamilton's deal not as a distraction, but as a benchmark to surpass. This shift in mindset highlights the mental toughness required at the elite level of Formula One. Every contract, every decision becomes part of a larger battle for supremacy. Leclerc's response shows he is not intimidated by Hamilton's presence. He is prepared to meet it head-on and prove his place among the sport's elite. The media's reaction to Hamilton's contract documents and Leclerc's subsequent response has been relentless. Headlines have speculated on everything from hidden clauses to potential tension between Ferrari and its star driver. Leclerc's words, while calm, provided just enough for analysts to dissect endlessly. Some interpreted his comments as subtle defiance, while others viewed them as quiet respect for Hamilton's stature. This split in interpretation has only fueled the story further. Yet, in this media storm, Leclerc has maintained control. By speaking directly and concisely, he has denied the press any opportunity to create a narrative of conflict within Ferrari. His ability to manage the message contrasts sharply with the chaos that often follows major off-track developments in Formula One. The media may thrive on controversy, but Leclerc's steady approach has limited their ability to exploit the situation. Instead, his response has shifted the conversation toward performance, setting the stage for a battle defined by results rather than rumors. Leclerc's handling of the Hamilton contract saga extends beyond the public eye. Inside Ferrari, his reaction has likely influenced the atmosphere within the team. Confidence in a driver's leadership often trickles down through every department, from engineers to strategists. By addressing the situation calmly, Leclerc demonstrated stability at a critical moment. Ferrari, a team that has endured years of fluctuating results, needs that kind of assurance. His response reinforced the sense that their focus must remain on racing, not the politics of rival teams. This internal effect cannot be underestimated. In Formula One, the cohesion of a team often determines its ability to recover from setbacks and capitalize on opportunities. Leclerc's ability to project confidence provides Ferrari with exactly what it needs: a clear sense of direction. As Mercedes prepares to build around Hamilton, Ferrari now has a driver equally committed to leading from the front, not only on the track, but within the team's core structure as well. The dynamic between Leclerc and Hamilton has always been one of competition, rooted in mutual respect. However, the revelations surrounding Hamilton's deal and Leclerc's reaction have added a new layer to their rivalry. Leclerc's acknowledgement of Hamilton's contract could be seen as the opening statement in what will become one of Formula One's defining duels. It is no longer just about lap times and race wins. It is about legacy, leadership, and the future of two legendary teams. For Ferrari and Mercedes, this rivalry represents more than driver skill. It is a battle of philosophy. Leclerc embodies the promise of Ferrari's future, while Hamilton carries the weight of Mercedes's past and its ambition to return to dominance. This clash is set to shape the sport's next chapter. Each race will not only be a contest of speed, but a test of willpower and strategic brilliance between two drivers determined to cement their place in Formula One history. Leclerc's initial decision to remain silent after the documents surfaced was just as important as his eventual statement. In Formula One, silence often creates space for speculation, but in this case, it appeared deliberate. By waiting, Leclerc avoided the frenzy of immediate reaction. He gave the story time to settle before stepping in with a measured, authoritative response. This approach not only minimized potential controversy, but also allowed him to speak from a position of control rather than defense. When he finally broke his silence, the impact was amplified. His words carried the weight of restraint, transforming his statement into something far more powerful than a quick reaction could have achieved. This calculated patience underscored Leclerc's maturity. In a sport where impulsive comments often create unnecessary distractions, his ability to wait, assess, and respond has positioned him as one of the most composed figures in Formula One, both on and off the track. Leclerc's response to Hamilton's contract documents was more than a comment on a rival's deal. It was a declaration of intent. By addressing the situation head-on, he showed the composure, confidence, and leadership that Ferrari needs in its fight for glory. This moment may prove to be a defining point in Leclerc's career. It reinforced his role as the steady hand guiding Ferrari through turbulent waters, unshaken by the moves of even the sport's most celebrated champion. For Formula One, it sets the stage for an era shaped not only by Hamilton's enduring influence, but also by Leclerc's determination to rise above the noise and deliver results. As the new season approaches, one thing is clear. While Hamilton's deal has captured headlines, Leclerc's response has quietly shifted the narrative. It has signaled that Ferrari and its star driver are ready to fight, not just with speed, but with the resolve to match any challenge that comes their way.